So I said to her, the Holt was a 10, but the horse was behind the vertical half the test.
No way. Should we get into it?
Let's do it.
Hi, this is Blythe Tate, and you're listening to Eventing Weekly with Mitch and Braden.
Hey,
Cheers, fellas.
cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers. Mitch, Braden, Marcus Bean, and Adam Short. Hey, g'day, mates.
Oh God, I'm not very good at this Kiwi business. G'day, mate.
Well, there's
G'day.
Marcus. G'day, mate. You want to give it a crack?
Well,
over
where
there?
I'm from, you say, are you alright?
How do you mean?
Are you alright?
Am I all right?
But in Newcastle,
You see, I thought they
Geordieland.
invented the language.
it's are you alright?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all right.
Mitch, have a crack at that.
Yeah, all right.
No, alright.
All right.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
He's going to be
Alright.
new with that on Geordie Shore.
I was made for it.
Beautiful. Hey, fellas.
Jim Tan Laundry.
Thanks for joining us here in Northleach. Bit of a last-minute change of venue, so I'm just going to have to apologise on Mitch's behalf. Mitch, why the late change of venue?
Well, I left it up to someone else to organise the venue tonight. Get the call at 5:30.
Yep.
No one's booked to the pub tonight.
Useless.
So, quick call down to the local. Can you guys have us tonight? And here we are.
And boy, have they put it on for us. For most of our listeners, they'll be on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and they'll just be hearing the ambience of the.
It's a hell of an ambience.
Yeah, but they're not getting to experience it with the candlelight. You know, we're sitting here at the local. It's in the Cotswolds. It's sandstone. There's multiple candles. You know.
Have you ever seen the show This Country, Braden? Anyone?
Yeah.
Adam?
The two. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
This is the pub, apparently.
Is it?
This is the pub. This Country is filmed in Northleach, and this is the pub.
There we go.
Well,
Yeah. I've never
learn
watched
something
This
new
Country,
every
but
day.
There you go.
Well, there you go. Hey, fellas, the way we work here is we have 10 questions lined up for you. Mm-hmm. But we thought before we crack into it this week, what we'd like to do is get you to introduce each other.
Oh.
So, Adam, off the cuff, if you were to introduce Marcus, what would that sound like?
Tall.
Yes.
I would start with tall. Do you say dark and handsome as well?
Oh, hello.
Okay, I'll take that.
There you go. Fun. Bubbly.
I'm agreeing with you here.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yep.
I don't know. Is that it?
Well, I mean,
Is that about it?
tall, fun, and bubbly. 3 pretty nice words. And
Yeah.
I like the format you've gone for, just single word answers.
There's not much more to it.
And the dark and handsome, you missed that bit.
Oh, sorry. Tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah.
Bubbly,
Bubbly.
and
Fun.
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 Marcus, you agree with all of that?
Yeah, I agree totally.
Well, I feel like we've painted a painted a picture of Marcus.
Easy.
I'll not say the bad things just yet.
Yeah,
We'll get onto those later.
We'll get into that.
But Marcus, if you were to introduce Adam,
Here goes.
here we go.
It goes. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is the G Shore,
Yeah.
The G Shore.
the nickname the G Shore. But
Does come around quite a lot.
you top the bubbly of me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Can you just flesh out the G Shore? What do you mean by that?
Well, because you're Geordie,
Yes.
and I
Have
don't
you never
know.
seen Geordie Shore?
I've never watched an episode.
I've seen Jersey Shore.
Nah,
You know,
Geordie
the
Shore's
real,
the
the
one.
real thing. Jim
It's-
Tan Laundry? Is that how it went back in the day?
You tell me, baby.
I don't know.
Oh,
It's
there
all
you go.
about Adam here.
Never has a hangover. Never.
What?
Yeah,
Is that
quite
because you
good.
don't drink?
No.
Didn't think so.
What's the secret then?
Push through it.
Really?
Push through
Yeah.
it.
Mindset.
Those words of advice, Braden, I think
Yeah.
you could take to hand there.
How do you mean?
You don't do well with a hangover, is kind of what I'm getting at there.
Well, if that's the introduction's done, I think we should probably move
That's that.
right along into the questions.
Yeah.
So, if you're not familiar with the show, the way Mitch and I work is we catch up sort of 3 or 4 times a week and brainstorm some questions. We workshop them.
Just really nug it down and
Yeah.
really get some thoughts down about the show.
Recently, actually, we've put together a small group of people that we test the questions on, and so
And who is that group of people?
well, it's very exclusive and.
Kind of, if we told you, we'd have to kill you.
Right.
You kind of
Maybe we should be
territory.
on that side of the podcast.
Yeah,
How
sounds
do you
a bit
get
better.
How'd you get into that club?
Well,
Wow.
we'd have to kill you. We'd have to kill you. But so we test the questions with them. You know, we come in with about 50 or 60, test them, and we end up with 10 really good questions. And the first question for tonight is with me, actually. And the question is for both of you. It's, you know, as a groom, you're starting at the crack of dawn, and more often than not, you're finishing at dusk.
Yeah.
And it's not easy work. Why the bloody hell do you do it?
You go first because I've got no answer.
I mean,
Yeah.
Why?
to not be at home.
What's wrong with home?
It's all about the shows.
Yeah, it is. You're right there.
I couldn't be a home groom.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
No way.
Is there some joy in the hardship? Do you find joy in the long days, the early morning you're lunging horses at 7 a.m. or I don't know what it looks like on your yards, but
Your alarm goes off at 3 a.m. and you're like, about time. I've been awake for an hour. Here we go. Get me into the day.
I haven't slept. The excitement's too much.
or does it not feel like hard work to you guys?
Yeah, it's bloody hard work.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think I'm quite a busy, naturally I would be quite a busy person. I wouldn't like sitting around and do nothing. And I think it's a busy lifestyle, but it can be a very fun lifestyle as well. It suits me to a T. Yeah, it's hard work and yeah, you get tired and sometimes you think, oh God, but actually so worth it.
Yeah.
Good fun. And it's such a great community as well.
Amazing.
Like when you go, like you say, when we go to shows, we'll have such fun. It's totally worth
Yeah.
it.
Makes it all
100%.
worth it.
Yeah, defo.
Marcus, same for you?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, even if you're having a bad day, you'll probably be...
There's no such thing as a bad day.
No, but you'll be walking back from the dressage and you'll see each other and be like, what are we doing?
Is that a bit of the groom's code? Is
Yeah.
it just a look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll ask
yeah.
myself that question every day.
What are we doing?
Oh, bloody good.
What are we doing? Well, Braden, what are we doing?
Yep.
So you work these bloody long days. You're up from dawn till dusk and sometimes from dusk till dawn. But how do you actually get into grooming? Where does it all start? Adam, we'll go with you first.
What's your
this
story,
time.
Adam?
What's my story?
Where did you get into grooming?
Well, I've always ridden. When I was 3, I wanted a dog for Christmas, and my mum said no way. So she got us a few riding lessons and thought that'll be it. And that was 22 years ago. Wish she got the dog now. it'd be long gone.
I'm thinking as a 3-year-old, you could probably ride the dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get the right dog.
For sure. So I'd always ridden, and then after I finished school, I went to university, did a year and a half, and then thought, nah, not for me. I knew it was horses that I wanted to do, and I just saw a job online at William Fox Pits and thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to apply, I can do this, thinking that I would never ever hear back. And I got a call that night saying, oh, would you come down for an interview? And yeah, that's where it all began.
Wow.
Amazing.
Loved it ever since. Most
Bloody
of the time.
good. How about you, Marcus?
Mine's kind of a bit of a difference. I've always grew up around horses, but I always had my dad being like, no, you're not doing it. There's no money. You're not doing it. And I kind of listened to him until college. And then I tried a few college courses and was like, okay, I'll try this. Hated it. Tried something else. Hated it. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to the roots. I'm going to do the horses. And then I kind of did the same thing. A job came up for Ludwig Svennesdahl, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'll just apply for that. Didn't think anything of it. He rang me and said, are you going to turn up? Will you be hardworking? And I was like, yes. He was like, cool, see you Monday. And that was the Friday evening.
Straight into it.
So I was straight into it, and then it hooked me from the beginning.
Amazing. And how long have you both been grooming for now then?
About 7 years.
Yeah, mine's only 4 years.
Only 4 years.
Only 4
I think
years.
that's about...
That's probably 8 years
In
in like
grooming years.
normal job hours.
Yeah, no virgin.
Not your first rodeo. Oh, bloody good. Hey, fellas, that brings us to question number 3. And as regular listeners will know, we really enjoy engaging the fans.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we go.
And boy, we've got a fan question lined up for you, Marcus.
Oh,
So this one, Marcus, is specifically for you. She's a bit quiet, so listen up and we'll see if we can hear the fan question
Who is it?
playing.
Hi, this is Rowan Holloway. Massive fan of the show. I've got 2 questions from Marcus today. First question being, what is the best event you have ever been to and why? And second part is, what is your biggest grooming fail? Thanks, bye.
How much do
Hey
we
guys,
love it?
International Freelance.
Hold on.
Hey, God.
Oh,
hang on a minute.
Whoa. I'm going
Hold
to
on,
talk
let's
really
just
loud and
pretend
close.
that
Right.
something is going on right there. Yeah, wow.
Slick operation.
Yeah,
Well
God,
covered.
we know what we're doing.
Well covered.
Yeah, just make lots of noises.
That could have been a lot worse from Rowan, no?
it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, that was the second
been a lot
voice
worse.
note Rowan Holloway sent me, and
Yeah.
that does not want to go. That does not want to go anywhere.
Yeah, it does not want to get out there,
Let's
Waz.
knock that one on the head and go back to Rowan's first.
Okay, what was the first
fan
question?
question? You tell me, Mitch.
No, it was favourite event.
What was your,
the favourite event.
favourite event and why?
Well, I mean, randomly before, I'm going to go off track here, but before Aachen, my favourite event was Burnham Market. And that was primarily because I'd never run a horse cross country. I always used to go with Ludwig, and we never used to run cross country because it was too hard.
Okay.
So I'd have a great weekend.
Yes.
But then I went to Aachen, and it basically shits over everything. There's no other way.
It's quite a visual picture you paint there, Marcus.
Yeah, there's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
It is straight
I
up.
think we shit all over Arkin.
There was a few good parties at Aachen.
I've heard
Yeah.
stories. I've heard stories.
So Aachen is your favourite show now after your
Yeah.
recent experience?
Just
And
because of everything.
Burnham before that.
Yeah,
Not
but
Burnham.
primarily just because it was an
'Cause
easy
you're
weekend. Going for the easy weekend.
Yeah.
Could I tempt you with a Taupo 3-day? Or,
I actually did go to Taupo.
well, I know, you
Actually,
flew
no,
down.
I did. No, yeah, I did.
Yeah?
And I did Puanui as well.
I mean, we're...
That name, Puanui. They need to change that.
I mean, if I could just jump in quickly and say we're midway through the podcast. We haven't yet said, Marcus, that you groom for Clark Johnston.
Yes, I
And
did.
Adam, that you groom for Tom McEwen. So for all those playing along at home, there you
The
go.
fans.
We're
The
gonna
fans.
get into that in the next question, but with that context, so I know last season you did the UK summer
yes.
up here in the UK with Clark, and then went down to New Zealand and did the New Zealand summer down there.
Yeah.
And if I could just get that out of you, did you get to go to any shows down there, and what lit your fire in the Southern Hemisphere?
Yeah, so I did Taupo. I actually went there with Monica. It was very, very wet.
Yes.
0 stars for that show.
Yes.
How
How
was zero
was
stars for Taupo?
There we go.
how was the
Yeah.
ground though? Free draining?
Yeah, the ground
Yeah.
was actually, it was pretty spot on.
Thank you.
What kind of soil are they running down there, Braden?
Well, what we were talking, the volcanic pump, it's volcanic soil with, and should I say topor, the correct Māori pronunciation, but we're in the Northern Hemisphere, so I'm
Making it easy.
adjusting to make them understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Did you know Lake Taupo used to be a volcano back in the day?
I did actually know that.
When it erupted, they saw it in Asia.
Wow.
Yeah, massive.
That's-
Because of that volcanic soil all throughout the central North Island, particularly in the Taupo region, free draining, amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it was raining constantly,
Yes.
and there is a picture of me and Monica somewhere drowned. But
I'd guarantee the ground was foot perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah,
The
it was
going was
foot
amazing.
perfect.
Yeah.
Although New Zealanders don't put studs in.
How do you mean?
Well,
Who needs studs when the ground is foot perfect?
there was a lot of slipping and sliding at
Okay.
one point, but then people watched and was like, okay,
Okay.
it's slipping and
The
sliding.
studs are going. Well, it's because they turn up to Taupo and they go, the ground's great.
Yeah.
You know, rain. I'm not putting studs in. But there might have been a lot of rain. Anyway, sorry, I digress. What was the follow-up question there, Mitch, to Rowan's first question?
That in itself is a great question there, Braden.
Yes. I believe it was,
Oh.
what's your biggest grooming fail?
Oh, my biggest grooming
Ooh.
fail. Probably actually going to Bergman and forgetting the chaff. That was
yeah.
probably quite a big.
Yeah.
That was actually with Helen Bates.
Did you tell her?
Big fan of the show.
Big
Yeah.
fan of
Did
the
you,
show.
did you tell her?
Shout out, Helen.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did. But it was Denji performance or Spiller's performance, which either one it was.
Just
But-
be careful throwing those
Yeah.
names around. You know, we're trying.
We are working with the.
Well, we don't have brands. You know, we're a purist show.
It wasn't the key flow.
And all I'm saying is the Amiga chaff. You wouldn't have forgot the Amiga chaff.
Isn't
you
it
know?
toffee flavored?
Caramel.
Caramel.
Caramel notes.
Caramel.
Notes of caramel. And I'm glad you brought this up and not me. But yeah, get around the Keyflow Amiga chaff. So you forgot that, did you?
Yeah, so I forgot that, and surprisingly, nobody fed it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, so it was the classical. You get there, you've forgotten something.
No
you
one's-
message all your friends.
Both of them.
Have you got a little? Both of them. Right. Bit of a dig there.
You're lucky you said both.
There's only one of them.
It's not me.
Yeah, that would probably be my biggest fail to date.
Yeah, to date.
There could be others.
Perfect. All right, Mitchell.
Yeah, bloody good.
Question number 4. What have we got over there down your end of the table?
Question number 4. I think we're going to aim at Adam to start with.
I'm listening.
We mentioned earlier, again, up at the break of dawn, but what does a normal day at home look like for a top-level groom?
Just a normal day.
And yeah, a normal day.
There's
What's-
not many days that are normal.
Go
Yeah,
on.
that,
Paint a
okay.
picture.
Well,
7 a.m. start.
yeah,
A bit of feeding. A bit of haying.
yeah,
Bit of turning out. Bit of bringing in.
yeah,
Bit of shit shoveling.
yeah.
Bit of riding.
Do you ride?
Yes, a little bit.
Do you?
I used to, you know, I've hung up the old boots now, but back in the day, my glory days, I did used to show my scene on the eventing circuit.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking? What level?
I evented up to intermediate, like 3-star level. Aye, but I was shit, so I gave up.
Found your calling.
Yeah, exactly.
On the deep
It's
floor.
much better being a groom because then you can judge the people that ride. That was awful. But if you ride yourself, you can't
Absolutely.
do that. Yeah, a bit of riding. I tend to spend most of my time on the yard, doing a bit, you know, tacking up, going and putting the jumps up when he knocks them down.
Not often.
Not often.
Well, and you know, day-to-day things, making some feeds.
How many feeds are we making a day?
36.
Good maths.
Yeah.
So 18 horses?
18 horses.
18 horses on deck.
Uh-huh.
Quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah. Can you name them all?
Yes, I could actually.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't want you to, but good. I'm glad that you can.
I do. Go.
All of them.
Yeah.
Do you want their posh names or their normal names?
Stable names.
The TDK.
E, not the TDK. My favourite name is, we've got a lot of human names.
I'm listening.
Yeah?
Nigel.
Yes.
Like Nigel Thornberry.
Arnie.
Yes.
Fillets.
Yes.
Socks. Barney. Obi. Maeve. Mila. Mark. Delilah. Jack. Dubs. Norris. What's next? Luna. Eliza. Toledo. Quintus. Terry.
Nice.
That
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
That is good.
And how good would that have been listening to, you know, great listening.
Yeah. The fans will love that.
The fans will,
I'm pleased I started with Nigel.
the fans will get around that.
Yeah.
Very good.
There's quite a few horses there. What one would be your favourite? You know, everyone's got a yard favourite.
Yeah, I've got quite a few faves.
No,
to be
one.
honest, none of them
Only
are
one.
awful.
Oh yeah.
No, none of them are awful. I quite like them all. I have got a soft spot for Eliza,
Oh yeah.
and I've got a soft spot for Dublin as well. Yeah,
There you go.
Okay.
There is-
Eliza in Dublin.
yeah.
Braden,
Yes.
what horses are those? Do you know?
Sorry,
the
Eliza
show-
in Dublin?
Yeah.
Well, clearly JL Dublin.
That's
Yeah.
the
I
one.
mean, that goes without saying, so I'll take that one, Mitch, if you want to take Eliza.
Yeah, I have no idea on that one. I'm gonna. No, don't know. Marcus?
Well,
Oh, good. Hospital pass. Hey, Marcus, catch this.
yeah, catch that.
Yeah.
Is
You
it
not
not
do
the
that?
coolizer?
Yeah, the coolizer.
CHF?
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
I knew it, Braden.
You know,
That was the
I
teamwork.
knew it.
That was teamwork.
really?
Yeah.
Well played.
Good,
CHF
Good from us, Marcus. We got
Coolizer.
this. We got this.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well played, you guys. Well, if Adam has taken that question, I know we've done a day at home. Maybe Marcus, you wanted to paint a quick picture of a day in the life at an away show.
An away show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it gets messy.
Yeah, then it gets messy. Well, it all depends. It depends.
Which day are you going for here, Braden?
Yeah,
At an away
exactly.
show? Are we talking dressage day?
I'm listening.
You're going cross country, show jumping? What do
On
you
the
think?
jog.
Let's go multiple horses cross country day.
Oh,
Yeah, good. Good.
right. Well, it depends what time the start times is, as to what time I start. But, you know, wake up, do a bit of feeding, a bit of the normal jobs, mucking out, then make them look pretty, go for a little walk,
Yes.
a little graze,
Yes.
come back, have a mad run around, wondering whether I've collected everything from the yard
Yes.
and put it in the truck.
Yes.
You know, just get everything ready, get it down to the stables if it's not already there, and then, I mean, kind of work from there. Clark normally gets on half an hour before, unless it's raining. Then
Then further, then 45 minutes.
no, halved, 15.
15.
Yeah, just a quick jog down there.
Straight into the start box.
Yeah,
That's what we're
Straight
saying
in.
here is
Yeah.
Clark is a Kiwi.
Yes.
Yeah,
that
he
doesn't
likes
do
the
rain.
sun.
I'm there with you, Clark.
Lucky's bloody good.
yeah. So a few jumps, then, you know, off he goes. But I think the biggest thing is me waiting for him to do the final course walk and go, okay, yeah, big studs, small studs.
Sure.
And then I know where we're going.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the tack off by heart 'cause I've only got 5.
Okay.
Well, 7 if you include the babies. But
Yes.
so you can quickly go round, chuck the tack on, off you go. And then send him on his way and kind of just wait at the finish
Wait for
line
him
if
to
it's
come back.
yeah, if it's a long format, wait
Yeah.
for him to come back.
Yeah. And what would be the most stressful part of that?
Him coming back.
Him coming, when he gets back, or waiting for him to come back?
No, just waiting for him to come back.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous?
Yeah. Well,
Loser.
surprisingly, not for him to come back. More so for the horse.
Yeah.
As bad as that sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, it's-
I'm just like, oh, I want my pony to come back.
Yeah, I mean,
Sound.
this is a safe space, mate. You be honest. And, you know,
I mean, it's good if he comes back as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Less worried about him.
Yeah.
I think as with all of us having, you know, connections to people going around cross country, I think we can all relate to that feeling of shit. Please come home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
bloody good.
We know that feeling quite well, don't we?
Yeah, boy. So cross country's done. You get through your horses.
Nice.
Ice.
Ice,
Cool
ice.
down.
Yeah.
And then getting them ready for show jump the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a long format.
If it's long format,
Otherwise, pack the truck up, go home.
get out of there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's the case, we'll wrap that up and we'll go on to questions.
Well, I haven't talked about the Saturday night.
The party?
Oh, we're getting to that.
Yeah, that,
we're
that,
getting to
that
that.
is later on
We're
in the
getting to
questions.
that. But before
Don't
we
you worry about that.
Before we get to that, it's just a quick fire one. I wondered from both of you, and Adam, maybe you first. What's your favourite piece of grooming kit? If you know, what's the first thing to go in the bag? Or no, what do you have an emotional connection with? What's the one thing that you?
I mean,
go,
I have quite a big emotional connection with my grooming kit.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. If anyone thinks about touching it, no way.
No.
The most important piece of kit in there, probably me deodorant.
Your Lynx Africa.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because, in the summer you can get a bit...
No, what are you running?
Huh?
What deodorant are you running?
Just a Sherman, travel
Is
size.
that a roll-on?
No, I do tend to use a roll-on from day to day.
Yes.
But in my grooming kit, I've just got a quick spray.
Quick spray,
Spritzer
yeah.
when I need it. Yeah.
Perfect. So that's your most important thing.
Yeah, that's the
For
most
sure.
Marcus?
I'm not too sure, actually. I mean, I'd like to say I've been put on the spot, but I've actually been thinking the entire time.
Of course.
I mean, probably a flicky brush.
What's a flicky brush?
Well, like a long bristled one that when you use the action with your hand, it flicks.
And what does that do?
I actually-
What does the flick? What's the
Look
end
at the
product?
flick of that wrist.
Sorry, what was that, Adam?
It gets
Look
rid
at
of
the
the
flick
dust.
of that wrist.
Perfect.
It gets rid of the dust.
Okay. Very good.
But yeah, it's kind of a versatile brush. You can do
Yeah,
a
I'll be
bit
partial to a flicky brush.
Flicky brush. So a flicky brush and the spray-on deodorant.
Yeah.
yeah.
Vital pieces of grooming equipment.
Ironically, and you're not going to believe this, but those are actually Mitch's two favourite pieces of personal grooming kit. First of all is deodorant, and secondly,
Don't go anywhere without
flicky
it.
brush.
that
Flicky brush.
hair, the little flicky brush,
It works wonders.
and that,
Let me tell you.
look at the man.
Hey.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you can't see the hair under this fabulous cap that I'm wearing.
Yeah, and shit, that
But,
looks good, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. If you're listening along, you're missing out on the release of this is the official launch of our Eventing Weekly merch. And can you see
Right.
Mitch and I are both wearing
Yeah.
Eventing
There we
Weekly
go.
caps?
Yeah, it's a bougie logo, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your hot take, Marcus?
It's very detailed.
Yeah.
Very detailed.
I mean, that's us to a T, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, for us,
Yeah, it's immense.
details matter to us.
Yeah. It's the little things in life.
Yeah.
And I'm yet to
Jenny
see
says.
anyone rocking this colour on a cross-country outfit.
Yeah. Do you think we
I,
need?
I think if we ever make our debut,
I was thinking sponsored riders, but
hey, think big.
Eventing Weekly colours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's get out. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Anyway,
Dangerous territory.
Mitch, what have we
Dangerous
got?
territory. We're going to move on to our next fan question. Adam, this one's going to be aimed at you.
Right.
Oh wow! Listen up, Adam.
So I hope you're
Hey
ready.
guys, International Freelance Groom Debbie
Whoa,
Carpenter
whoa,
here.
whoa,
whoa,
My
she
question
is
for
going
my dear
Whoa,
friend,
Yeah.
we're
short.
still
Considering
on.
Southerners,
We're-
We're having those audio problems from earlier. I had it on
Did
two
you
speed.
did
I'm
you
going.
pick up who that was?
I think I did.
All right,
Yeah, I
let's-
think I did.
Let's try again.
Who do you think?
It's the Curly Sue.
Let's try again.
The Curly Sue.
Yeah, it is.
All right, here we go.
Hey guys, International Freelance Groom Debbie Carpenter here.
There we
Big
go.
fan of the show, by the way. Just a quick question for my dear friend, Supergroom Adam Short. Considering us Southerners struggle with your Geordie accent sometimes, how do you find communicating with other grooms and officials at international shows?
Well, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm posh. What's she talking about?
You're posh.
I'm posh.
Yeah. Do people have trouble understanding you?
Sometimes I used to be a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
When I first moved down south, I was
How long ago did you move down south?
about 7 years ago.
So it takes 7 years
Yeah.
for people to start understanding you.
I think now I live in the Cotswolds, darling. I'm far more sophisticated.
Yeah. Wow. And look at you.
But no, I can get round. Yeah. Just If people don't understand, I think they just smile, and I just do what I want anyway.
And it's interesting, Adam, to hear your perspective on that. Marcus, is that from someone who doesn't speak with a Geordie accent? Would you confirm that everyone knows what he's on about?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to
It
understand.
used to be a lot
you.
worse, didn't it? Yeah.
It gets worse when you come home from a holiday.
Or when I'm drunk,
Or when you're drunk.
which is 95% of the time.
yeah. Well, I think Marcus would also, you'd be in the Cotswold accent kind of territory, or are you guys over in the Stroud district down there?
No.
No?
No.
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 Never say that word again.
Well, just firing back to
Oh,
Adam
right.
there. And how, do you want to just tell us a little about, who was it, the Curly
Sue.
the Curly Sue? How do you know the Curly Sue?
I've known the Curly Sue for many a year now. Well, you don't know. You just meet people like that. I was very fortunate when I worked for William. He has an amazing woman that's worked for him for, I'm going to say, 500 years.
Yes.
Jackie Potts Question Services, who taught me a lot, but also introduced me to many people. And because she's been on the circuit for 500 years, she also knows everyone.
Sure.
So she introduced me to a lot of people. So yeah, that's where the relationship began with all Debs. And I like to have a nickname for everyone.
Gotcha. What's
And-
Marcus's?
Here we go.
But George?
Aye, it's
The
the
nickname
George.
is George.
How do you mean?
Because who was it that thought you were called George?
It was when I started at Ludwig's, Betty was coming back from Europeans. And
No, everyone told her you were called George.
it was Michael, actually. It was Michael Hewlett.
Uh-huh.
He told her that I was called George.
So we called Joker.
Yes.
And because, he's a joker. And that was basically...
You were
That
George
was it,
from
yeah.
then.
And for ages, she was like, no, he's called Marcus. And everyone was like, no, it's George. And now it has actually stuck.
Yeah, it has.
Perfect.
And I sometimes go for a Giorgio Armani if I'm feeling like...
Bougie.
Yeah, bougie. Love a bit of bougie.
Bloody good. Hey, fellas, we're up to question number 7.
God, we're
and-
flying.
I know. 4 from home. 4 from home. And the question is, through the groom's eyes, what do you look for in a rider? So, obviously, the relationship between groom and rider needs to be a tight partnership. What are the things that piss your ride off, and what are the things that you look, that you really value in a rider? What are the, describe that relationship. What do you look for in a rider?
You go first.
Oh, I mean, their form.
I'm listening.
You got to go for the good form.
Oh, really?
In terms of on a horse.
The riding form or the performance form?
Nah, I was only pulling your leg.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I don't really know what I look for in a rider.
From a working relationship, what do you like? What annoys you from a rider perspective?
Oh, well, I know what annoys me.
What really gets on your goat?
Oh, I don't enjoy a lovely little 11:30. Oh, we'll just pop to Oxstalls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You-
that's
you,
the worst.
you like it planned out.
That
kind
happened
of day.
6 hours
Yeah.
ago.
Oh.
But it was fine. It was fine.
And should we just say right now, big shout out to Clark Johnston, big fan of the show.
Yeah,
Aye.
huge fan of the show.
Big
The
fan.
Clark Johnstone.
Hey, look, we've got more
Oh.
shandies on the go.
Look at this. This is why you come to a pub
Cheers,
to do a podcast. Beers on delivery.
Drinks are just being delivered.
And then...
They're only for Adam.
Thanks
no one
so
else
much.
is getting any.
Yeah.
Lucky he doesn't get hangovers.
Bottoms up,
Yeah.
Marcus, if you want to follow that with anything else, what things
Okay.
get on your goat?
He is very good at feeding me.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
The having Jolly Nice at the end of the drive. He is partial to a coffee on his way to work.
Oh yeah.
He's already there.
Yes.
The order goes in,
Yes.
and then I get a little cappuccino.
Oh yeah. Are you going chocolate on top?
I don't really get that far. I don't open the lid.
Okay. Sure.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Good. Good. All right. So a coffee doesn't go amiss, and this is for all the riders listening out there. A little bit of a 101 how do you keep your groom.
Even at the Sayway
Inspired.
shows,
Yes.
if I don't leave the stables, the food comes to the stables.
Amazing.
He's incredible
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I even saw him recruit his parents in Aachen.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were
yeah.
Jane
They
and
were
Rob.
bringing in the food.
Jane and Rob were.
Oh, the best.
You were well fed, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out Jane and Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, eh?
Yeah. Good from them. What about you there, Adam?
Yeah.
What's your ick from a rider?
Shout out Rowan, big fan of the show. not as an ick, but just as a groom who enjoys the word ick. So,
Yeah, she does love that.
I don't know what my ick would be. I would probably laziness. I love organisation.
Yeah.
And I love, if we're working hard, they've got to be working hard too.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You might be paying me, but we're all in the team
It's
together.
a team. It's a team effort, isn't
One
it? You're
of
all
my
there
favourite
together.
sayings, I don't know if you can play this, is there's no I in team, but there's a you in cunt.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately for us, no broadcasting authority on podcasts.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wow,
So-
brilliant.
We can.
I'll just have to set that to not safe for children.
Yeah. But other than that, we can do what we want,
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
And so what does a rider have to do to get you on their good side? What's
Not a lot, really. I'm quite easily pleased.
Yeah?
Show up, ride your horses, and then leave.
Yeah.
Let us do the rest
Let
of it.
you do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Their job is
You-
to ride the horse.
You know
ride
what you're
the
doing.
Horse.
Leave you to it.
I'm not sure I know what I'm doing, but
Don't pick
I
up
pretend to.
Don't pick up a flicky broom.
Yeah,
flicky
uh-huh.
brush.
Yeah, exactly. If you say anything confident enough, people believe you.
Yeah.
So if you just pretend you know what you're doing, then
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Words to
It's
live
a
by.
big motto of the show, isn't it?
There
Fake
you
it
go.
till you make it.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, bloody good. Hey, Mitch, question number 8
Number
over
8.
to you.
Yeah, and I know. I think probably both of you have been waiting for this question. Kind of mentioned it earlier.
Oh.
Getting into the party scene over here.
Right.
Oh.
We've spoken about it briefly on a previous show, but we wanted to get the groom's perspective on what show has the most memorable party,
Me first.
or whoever's got one that pops up.
Hands down, Bramham.
Bramham.
Every year.
Yeah.
Really?
I think
The
that popped up
Thursday
early.
night at Bramham is
Sorry, the
Thursday
Thursday.
night
Oh, dressage night.
is the one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I've
Would
got-
you agree with that, Marcus?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I've got signposts in my house like, please keep off the grass from Bramham.
They might be coming for you after this.
yeah. Uh-huh. Don't tell what they're
Really?
called. Uh-huh.
I didn't even know you smoked weed.
Thursday night Bramham is always a good one. And also Saturday night Poe
Oh
is
yeah.
a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A joke.
Yeah.
We've heard rumours about Buccalo going
Yeah,
off.
Buccalo.
Is that up
Buccalo is
there?
Buccalo's a very fun time.
Would that
I
rank
actually
number
got-
3?
Well, I got kicked out of the party at Buccalo last year.
What?
Yeah, I know.
By who?
Security.
Do you want to paint a
Do
picture?
we want to ask why?
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
think
here we are.
I think it was an accumulation of things. But when I tried, they had these massive big plant pots on the bar, and I think when I tried to climb into the plant pot, that was enough. But I walked out in
Oh my
style.
God.
I held my head high. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on
You,
you.
you
Yeah.
ever been kicked out of any rider parties there, Marcus?
No, I wouldn't have said I have.
Not yet, anyway.
And
No.
Just what you're thinking. The fact, why do they call them rider parties and not groom parties? It's a
Yeah.
bit, in my
Yeah, they're
my
never
opinion.
there.
In my opinion, racist.
I was about to say racism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The riders already get enough, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, that groom's parties.
It's
riders
not
are
about the
invited.
riders, the sport, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to
It's
go and ride a horse.
yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
They're always there
It's
sober.
nothing.
That's
Yeah.
the easy bit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is a groom party.
That is the
Yeah.
easy bit.
They need
yeah.
to do some PR and some rebranding.
Yeah.
And sorry, mate. Any big parties for you?
I'd probably say Barbary was quite good.
Yeah,
only
Barbary was a
because
very fun
it was
time.
quite close to home.
I once bought, I think, 18 shots at Barbary, and she put it in the card machine wrong and charged me 2 pence. So I tapped
Instead
that
of
and
200,
ran.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
What kind of shots are we talking? This is very important information.
That was probably a sambuca.
Oh my
Very partial
God.
to a sambuca.
The Sambuca.
Yeah.
You're letting Mitch down because, you know...
Yeah.
Are you a tequila kind of
No,
guy?
No, I'm a
Jaeger bomb.
huge
Oh, I
fan
love
of
a Jaeger bomb. Yeah, I do love a Jaeger bomb.
If you ever see me at a show, do not buy me a Jaeger bomb.
I'll be waiting for you
will-
to buy me one.
We'll see.
It was this year, actually, wasn't it, that there was the bottle of Jaeger on the dance floor?
At Bramham.
At Bramham,
I pinched
yeah.
the bottle of Jaeger from behind the bar.
Gone.
Me, oh
I
my.
mean, we've all
Yes,
been
boy.
there. I think Laura Collett's gold party.
Yeah.
Hey.
I
That was a
stole
good party.
That
bottle
was
of Jaeger
Colette.
from behind
Colette
the bar
throws
there.
a hell of a party.
Didn't she? Just?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
immense. Mhm.
I think we all need to lay a bit of pressure on there.
Yep.
Yes,
You know,
uh-huh,
more than just
exactly.
Another one in the bag. So,
Yeah.
Laura, we're ready.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If you and she will be listening.
She's always listening.
Yeah. She
Big
is.
fan of the show.
Big fan of the
She's
show.
a fan of the show.
Bloody good. Wow, man, 2 from home. Questions with me, fellas. And it's how do you spend a day off? Marcus?
In my bed.
Yeah. Just lean into that Netflix.
Actually, recently, annoyingly, I'm now in the waking up early.
Ugh.
It's so. I think that's when you know you're an adult, when you
Yeah,
can't
you're
lie
getting
in.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry
I used
hear
to be
that.
able to be
Getting old.
out until 12.
Really?
But now it's like a 10 past 7, which would probably be like a you're late for work
Oh, yeah.
kind of wake up.
Yeah.
And then I can actually roll over and go back to sleep, but it kind of breaks up the point,
It's the
doesn't
best
it?
feeling in the world, though, waking up early and thinking, "Ooh, I can just mosey for a bit longer." Yeah.
Get
Get all
nestled.
nestled in, yeah.
What's your day off looking like, Adam?
Well, I don't know what I really do on my days off. I quite like to go places and do things is the wrong way to say. Get drunk. Yeah. The night before a day off, I'll go and see friends, stay with people.
Yes.
Go out for a bit of a fun time, you know.
Yeah.
That tends to be.
Or a
Yeah.
barbecue.
Yeah, we'll have a barbecue.
Love a barbecue.
And then in bed the next day.
No work the day after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Power through.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Bloody
Braden,
good.
what do you do on a day off, Braden?
I don't take days off. You
Yeah,
know?
we should have said that first. I don't
Yeah.
get days off.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what a day off is.
No.
No.
You don't want to let your body adapt to a day off. So,
No. Exactly.
yeah, no, Braden doesn't get in shape. Braden stays in shape.
Braden is shape.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
shape.
Braden
Yeah.
Quote
is shape.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Mitch, I believe
Oh, yeah.
final question. What have we got
Final
over there?
question of the day, and we're going to bring a bit of competition into the show here, and we're going to try and get your guys' opinion on who is the best groom out there. Who's the best groom on the circuit?
Who's the goat?
The eventing circuit.
Oh.
The first one that would come to my head would be Kaz.
Oh, Kez.
For sure.
Absolutely Kez.
Yeah, and that's not just because she won the show,
Yeah.
the award, is it?
Uh-huh.
No.
No, she did win an award.
She did.
And that's immense.
Yeah. What was that? FEI,
FEI
Groom of the Year.
Yeah.
Groom
So
of the Year.
that is across
Yeah.
all equestrian.
Kaz is
Yeah.
is a queen.
Yeah.
The Curly Sue is also
Oh, yeah?
a queen.
She's
I
right up
mean,
there.
Jackie Potts is a queen, but she's getting a bit old now. She won't mind me saying.
Fair enough.
Who
What about
I
you?
think who else?
I mean, there's enough
Tell
of
you
you
who
guys
else
out there.
is immense. Chrissy Salmon. Chrissy Salmon,
Yeah,
does
actually.
the best plats
Ever.
Oh, yeah.
in the world. Yeah.
Ever. They're incredible.
Yeah.
And what makes these guys so good? Why are they the best grooms?
Because they're smiling all the time.
Okay.
I think
So
that's
once again faking it.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Fake it till you make
Yeah,
it.
they're pretending they're having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, horses always look on fleek,
Looking good.
having a good time. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And are they doing that all by themselves, or is that a culmination of the work the home grooms are
Well,
doing?
absolutely. Yeah. It's not like for both of us.
Yeah,
like,
it's not just the just not at the show.
The people that get to go to the shows, they're in the limelight, but it's there's a lot of people behind the scenes that make it happen.
Yeah. So is there other people at home with you there, Adam?
Yeah, oh god, yeah,
Yeah?
we're
Who
a
have we
team
got
of
there?
team of 5. We are myself,
Yeah.
Rio, I call her Rio de Janeiro,
Yeah.
Kira, Shakira,
Yeah. Great names.
Vicky, Sticky Vicky, and Megan, who I haven't got a name for yet because she's just new.
The Stallion.
Well, she could be, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Big boots to fill.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
10 out of
Yeah.
10 to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Hey, fellas, what did I miss?
Did you go?
We've just been talking about Sticky Vicky.
Is that right?
Sticky Vicky and Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed all that.
Yeah, no. We've just been talking about the home team. You know, the grooms you don't see out and about.
Yeah. The
Behind
real,
the
the engine room.
The real hard workers.
Yeah.
They don't get to flutter off to France and Italy and
No.
all those kind of places.
The glitz and the glam. If I could just put in my apologies, guys, for everyone listening along at home. You know, we thought it's a bloody good idea to drink while we have our podcast. But boy, I needed to go for a week.
I thought you were going to get some sambucas.
Oh, you know,
Wow.
Jaeger bombs are showing up. In
What a
5
good
minutes,
idea.
right?
Yeah.
That would have been bloody good.
Yeah.
But I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Yeah, we're just going to move on to Marcus. Are you running the ship solo? Or have you,
I'm not running the ship
got
solo,
a few guys
actually.
at home as well.
I did for a while. Then we thought it was a good idea to get two more
Yeah.
horses. So we actually got a full-time girl and randomly, just out of the blue, replied to my message and was like, "Oh, I can do it." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And she hasn't missed a beat.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
been great.
Who's that?
Alex
Alex.
No way.
Yeah.
Alex Wilkinson.
Big fan of
Oh.
the show.
Big fan of the show.
Couldn't
Alex
believe it.
Wilkinson.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
she would be good. Yeah, from
Yeah.
her engagement online.
Yeah, we've heard a lot from her actually. Yeah, huge fan of the show.
Shout
Big
out.
fan of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all right, Braden. You've had your break.
Yeah,
what
thanks,
What
mate.
have you got for us now?
Well, shit, that was question number 10.
Wow.
Yeah, so
There
we've
was.
got through all of the questions, so now we're into the final section, the outro, if you will. And the way we like to wind things up here at Eventing Weekly is we canvass our fans for some eventing advice. And then what we do is we put that advice to you. So the way, if you want to be a part of this, you go on to Apple Podcasts and you leave us a review, and as part of your review you leave us some eventing advice and we pass it on to the guests to review.
And we've also opened that up to the DMs, haven't we, Braden?
Yeah, we have.
If you've got a
Oh,
bit of advice,
wow.
just slide
Slide
right
into them
in there.
DMs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
slide on
slide
in.
right in there.
Now we're talking.
But this one comes from Charlie McNash, and Charlie didn't slide into our DMs. Charlie went old school. He chucked it on the old Apple Podcast, gave us 5 stars.
Wow.
And
Well done, Charlie.
yeah, shout out Charlie. And let me just read out the review. It's titled, I get all my eventing content here. 5 stars. Boy, can these boys present. Big fan of the show.
There we go.
For me, eventing is like baking a cake. You need the right amount of each ingredients to get the best results. Keep it up, lads.
Wow, that's
Smart
quite
words.
deep, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Do you want to
is.
just let that simmer for a second?
Yeah, I think I might need a second.
The
Yeah.
grooms are the flower.
Yeah.
Are they? Yeah. Go on, continue.
Well, you put the most in
Yeah.
of the cake, you know. You
Yeah.
put like
Yeah.
400 grams of flour in. 2 eggs.
What
That's
are
the rider.
Based on that, is the rider the vanilla essence?
No, I gave the 2 eggs.
Oh, sorry,
The
the
two
rider's a
eggs.
drink. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you'd agree for
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, that's so cool. I've never thought about that
Eventing is like
before.
baking a cake. You need the right amount of each ingredient to get the best result.
Yeah.
Wow. Charlie, reach out to me, gal. I need more of that. Yeah.
If you were to put any advice back out to the world,
What about eventing?
Wow.
or
Does it have to be
grooming,
about eventing?
or
Who
just
knows?
life.
Just life, you know. It's a tough world out there.
Grab it by the horns and ride it like a bull.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Fake it till you make it is what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're right there with you.
For sure.
We've actually had that as previous advice, haven't we?
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Who gave you that advice?
Big fan of the show.
A huge fan of the show.
Which is, who's the biggest fan of the show? That's what I want to know.
That's a very good
that's
question.
hotly contested.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. The amount of times Mitch will be walking down the street, and how many times are people coming up to you?
Oh, I'm getting it daily. You know,
Daily.
daily. And I don't even walk down the street daily. I'm still getting it.
You get chauffeured down the street. It's like a Kardashian.
Big. Who was the big fan of the show that we found out about just before the show kicked off? Lizzie Green,
Lizzie Green, yeah.
Lizzie-
Huge fan of the show.
all the way
Big fan
from
of the show.
Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Yeah.
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 We're picking them up every day.
Yeah.
And it's just been so good to share your experiences with them, because that's really going to bring joy to their life as it comes out on a Tuesday morning in the UK or Tuesday evening down under.
Yeah. And we've said it before that the grooms, you guys are really what makes it tick.
Well,
Aren't
we're
you?
a part of it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Back to the baking the cake.
Yeah.
The flour.
Yeah.
Well, fellas,
Absolutely.
we are about to wind up, but I might just open it to either of you. Any final words before we go back to Blythe Tape for the outro? Any final words that you want everyone to end on?
Oh, I don't think so. But thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Such good fun, eh?
Yeah. It was our pleasure.
Oh, it's been our pleasure, guys.
Cheers.
Hi, this is Blythe Tate, and you're listening to Eventing Weekly with Mitch and Braden.
Hear how we timed that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
There's been a few bad ones of that.
Oh, really? We worked so hard on that.